It is a great joy and honor to come into your homes and your minds with a message of empowerment and enlightenment. This is Emmanuel Mensah, a co-founder of the Eagle Mentality Group. And at Eagle Mentality Group, we teach and propagate information about the power of thought, universal laws and principles, and how these laws and our thoughts, lines of thinking, comes together to create our realities. And so the cardinal truth is that all human beings, regardless, we create our own realities. And a group of people put together with a collective belief, they create their own realities. And so this is the universal truth. And as a matter of fact, you don't have to know it, and you don't have to understand it. You don't even have to believe it for it to be true. Because there are a lot of things in your life that are going on that you don't understand them. As a matter of fact, no one needs a degree in electricity in order to use electricity. You do not necessarily need to know how electricity works to power your home, to power your refrigerator. But you use it without the knowledge, you see. And so your ignorance and or your knowledge about it doesn't really make a difference. But the fact is that it's a reality. And so it is with the universal truth, the universal laws that governs us. There are laws that govern us, and whoever knows and obeys them gets or co-create his own life in a positive and a favorable way, you see. And so that is the truth. And so today I'm going to speak to you on the topic. Actually, we are looking at this under an umbrella or a main topic called mindset is everything. Mindset is everything. And therefore, if your mindset is the one that complains about things, about life situations, or apportioning blames to other things as the cause of your life situation, then you recreate them in your life. But if your mindset is the one that knows that you are the creator of your own realities, and you intentionally think on purpose to create newer things in your life, then that you have control over your life. So these are the two mindsets. And so mindset is everything. But under this topic, today I'm going to speak to you on a subtopic that you cannot change your life circumstances or your future life by complaining and apportioning blaming about your current situation. Whatever condition you are going through right now, you cannot change it by complaining about it or blaming other people or some evil forces that you may think they are the cause of it. For you to change that your future life, the only way you can change your future life is to take responsibility and accountability, and then begin to think in the opposite. Begin to dwell on what you want to see, you want to experience in your life, you see. And so life is a state of consciousness. Our entire life is a state of consciousness. What you are awakened to is what becomes your reality. And where we are tricked most of the time, or if not all the time, is we tend to believe that, or we've been trained to believe that talking about the situation as it is a way to solve it. And in most cases, we are actually speaking about the situation as it is in order to win sympathy from other people. But as you do that, you keep on recreating it. And so you cannot complain, you cannot blame people, you cannot actually look at your current situation as someone's doing for you to change your future. But you can change your future life by taking accountability and responsibility and changing your line of thinking, your beliefs, and make determination that you are co-creating with the forces in the universe to bring a better future in your life, you see. And so you create your own reality. It's a universal truth. And the other truth is that life is a state of consciousness. And therefore, if you are daily awakened to your current situation and you allow the situation to influence, to control your line of thinking, such that you descend into negativity, such that you will be taken over by negative emotions like fear, worry, anger, and all those things, then you are compounding your situation. But the only way you can liberate yourself from the situation in the near or distant future is to deliberately to think about what you want to experience. And that is your biggest prayer that you have to make. That is your only prayer that you have to make. Visualize it, imagine it, and live that life even in your current situation as you are not seeing it. And as you do that, your line of thinking and your thought and feelings, the universe and the laws of the universe takes and co-creates your life as it is, or as you have imagined it in the future. You see, and so we see in our lives that things that we don't want, things that we complain about, are the very things that we see in our life repeating all the time. Why? The reason is what I'm telling you. Your mind is your creative medium, and all forces in the universe conspired to make whatever you accept as true and your dominant thought to come to pass in your life. And therefore, we know in our lives that we've seen some people, even whenever, let's say, they get they fall sick, some people get a minor sickness, then they begin to complain. Some even begin to confess, this sickness will take me to death, or I will die with this sickness, I will do this. And then lo and behold, by the time you realize that common sickness or disease take the person has left this earth. But there are some people too that will go through some of the diseases, some of the sicknesses that we have actually captioned as terminal or uncurable. But such people live and overcome them. You say, why? It is all about what you establish in your mind as your state of consciousness. And so to complain, to blame people, or some imaginary forces, these devil and demons that people are preoccupied that they are the cause of our woes, we are actually recreating such situation all the time. And it is not the work of any force, any devil anywhere that is actually doing it. But it is our own minds and the laws in the universe that co-created us. And therefore it becomes as if it is some people who are doing it to us. But you are the creator of your own realities, you see. And so the only way you can change your future life is right now, not tomorrow. Not in the next hour, right now. Begin to change your mind. Begin to discipline yourself. Begin to control your line of thinking. Look over their current situations. Look at them as something that has already been created. And something that has already been created in the past, you cannot change it now. But you can only change what is being created now in the future. Look at your life as a movie. Anyone that has ever been to a movie theater knows what I'm talking about. The movie you watch on the screen is not something that is happening momentarily. The movie was filmed, went through different processes before it was produced and then shown to you on the screen. So if any part of the movie is scary to you or something that you don't want, you cannot change that part of the movie on the screen. And as a matter of fact, even if you want to make any change, you can only change the disc upon which the movie is for another one. But you cannot make any change to the movie except you destroying it. And that is your life. Your life, there is a time delay to your life experience. The future you are thinking of is what you are doing now. And therefore, the only way you can influence your future is to think of your future, to think right now in a positive. And as you do that, you create your future, you see. And so there is complaining, this blaming, and this kind of running about helter-skelter, looking for powers, looking for salvation and other things from the works of the demons, the evil forces. It's not anything that we are doing to anything, but we are co-creating. You are co-creating it in your life. And that is why it keeps repeating. I know a lot of people in a Christian religion, especially in the Pentecostal and Charismatics, that they have complained to me all the time that, look, I have bombarded and I've prayed. Now my prayer actually even looks as if it's not working. Why? Because you are fortifying the same enemies that you want to uproot them. The enemies doesn't live anywhere, but they are in you. And they are your own thoughts. They are your own mind. And the whole forces in the universe comes together to make your dominant thoughts, your emotions and other things come through. And as a matter of fact, your emotions is a communication to you, informing you what the kind of creation you are making. You see, and so you cannot complain about your current circumstances to change your future life. You cannot blame all other things in this world about your current circumstances and to have a better future, in a better future life. But you can influence, you can impact, you can co-create a better life, a greater and fulfilling life in the future by deliberately thinking on purpose, imagining on purpose, and visualizing on purpose. You see, normally when you talk of imagination and visualization, people normally think that it is something that you have to learn. But as a matter of fact, you are already imagining, you are already visualizing. If you are afraid of something, if you are going to bed, and you are worried about what is going to happen tomorrow, some people will actually lie down and think about all the possible bad things that are going to happen in the following day or in the future, and therefore they are afraid of it. Believe it or not, that is imagination, that is visualization. All these things that you are playing in your mind and you are afraid of, that is your visualization, and that is going to appear in your life. If you can do this in a negative way, my appeal to you is that change it to the positive. Do that in the positive. Instead of you being afraid, take control of your mind and look for something to make yourself happy, and then visualize the life that you want to be. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that you're experiencing now, because your future is what you are thinking now. And therefore, you must feel your future now for you to see it in the real future, you say. And so, my brother, my sister, life is a state of consciousness. And I will never, and I can never finish my message or my conversation without relating whatever I'm dealing with or I'm talking about with Africa. Africa, we are completely caught up in an illusion from individual to collective level. All Africans don't even believe, they don't even have the concept that they are the creators of their own realities. Then therefore, what we do is we complain. We complain about our challenges. We worry about challenges. We blame people and evil forces for our challenges. But that is a distorted mindset. That is a backward and negative mindset to hold. You are the creator of your own reality. So all that we see as a group of people, as Africans, it is our own imagination and visualization. We have been doing this all the time, but we do this in a negative way. And so this is a new mindset coming out of the heart of Africa. And the new mindset is that you are a God on earth here. You are a God on earth here, creating your own life circumstances. All of us put together, we are creating our own life circumstances, co-creating our own life circumstances based on the collective beliefs that we hold. And therefore, if we have done this in a negative way to experience negative experiences, now let us turn it to the positive. When we turn to the positive and we think on purpose deliberately with the understanding and the mind and the purpose that we are creating a better future for our life, for ourselves and our own children, then that we know that we have control over our life. To create a better future for yourself and your family or whoever you think of, it's not about necessarily saving money. It's not about the job you do. But it is about you thinking on purpose and imagine visualizing the life that you want to create for yourself and your children. And as you do that, the universe will conspire to empower you, to inspire you to take the necessary actions such that money and all other things will become a reward for your co-creation, for your purpose creation that you have done in the mind, in the spirit. You see, whichever goes well with you. You see, and so we are here to create our own realities. But before I sign off, I want to reiterate this point that you are the creator of your own realities. And therefore, you cannot complain, blame people about your current situation for you to create a better future. For life is a state of consciousness, and therefore, occupy your consciousness right now, any moment in life, with positivity, with the right thing. Do positive imagination, do positive visualization, and stop complaining and blaming others and evil forces. And as you do, all of us put together, we will co-create a life that is fulfilling, that is befitting, and that shows the glory of God that we are all part of. That is my message for you. Now, before I sign off, once again, let me remind you, please click on the subscribe button and also circulate this message in your network. Let us team together to bring this message of empowerment and liberation into our homes and the community. And together, we lift ourselves, and collectively, we lift our African continent, every nation, to a place that we are supposed to be, such that we become a beacon of life, that people all over the world will come and dance and joy under our radiant life. Thank you, and God bless you.